I just want to talk about Jesus. So I'm going to say the things that I love about Jesus. One of the things is obviously his amazing love for his church and just for his people. And the way he shows that love is crazy. It's amazing. You see in the Bible, Jesus compared with Adam. And actually what Adam missed was that when his wife sinned against God and she ate the fruit and whatever, instead of him guiding her into repentance and, going to God to report the problem, right? He joined her in sin. Like, instead of redeeming Eve, he joined her in her sin. And that was one of the things that Adam did wrong. And that now Jesus, in his earthly body, changed. He redeemed the church. Like, the people sinned against God. And instead of Jesus joining, the people in sin, he redeemed us and he guided us into the truth and our relationship with God. So that's a way that Jesus restored the image of manhood. And another thing that Adam did that was totally off was that he blamed God and he blamed Eve instead of him being accountable for his own actions. So what Adam was supposed to do was to be responsible because God gave him the order to not eat from that tree, right? And he did. So instead of covering Eve for redemption, in restitution or repentance, he actually participated in the sin, and then he blamed Eve, and then he blamed God, the woman that you gave me. So what Jesus did is that he took the blame. He went to the cross. He actually died for us. He showed his love to death. And he took the blame, and then he restored us. He gave us our innocence back. And so that's the way that a man should love a woman. And that's why Jesus and the church is compared to marriage, because that's how it is supposed to be. So Jesus set the standard. Amazing. Another thing that I love about Jesus is that he makes no exceptions whatsoever. Like, he loves everybody the same, and at the same time he sees each one in their uniqueness. Like, I love you the same, but I can also see the difference in your persona and your character and your different traits. And so Jesus can embrace people's uniqueness, but at the same time he can love them the same. And another thing that Jesus has is that he meets you where you are. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be clean. You don't need to be free of sin. Like, he can meet you at your lowest, right there where you are, and he can love you intensely. Another thing that I love about Jesus is that he really is so good at setting boundaries. And actually, I loved his honesty. Like, he loved everybody, but that doesn't mean that he was a people pleaser. He knew when to set boundaries, when to stop people from, getting into his head or like provoking him or, doing something that might affect the purpose that God sent him for to this earth or planet, wherever. And so I love that he shows so much love and compassion to people, but at the same time, he was able to be so honest and so mature in putting people in their place when it was necessary. That is top. Like, Jesus is so cool that I cannot even express it sometimes.